Alright, hey guys, welcome to Devlog 1 of Blackout Revival Tech Reborn. This video will be about the continuation of the original mod called Blackout Revival Tech, which was made by me, so I'm just remaking it. And before we start, just take note that this mod is not based on my ideas, but is actually based off a Roblox game called Blackout Revival. And that's it, so let's start the video. To start off, let's talk about the weapons that I've added. This is all of them, and it's a lot more than the original mod if you saw it. Here is how much there was. There's about 7 weapons. Here looks more like, I think, 12 weapons. Actually, there's 13 because I'm going to show a different one later. So that's all the weapons. And I can show off the guns one by one. So the photon alternator, and then the photon accelerator. Oh, it has no ammo. The KS, the P90, which is also out of ammo, and the RSH. All these weapons. There's also some melee weapons like the Great Axe, the Renbreaker, which its model is a little broken. We got the RPG-18, which is probably, I think, a one-shot to most things. Oh, I just deleted it. Whatever. And the variants of the P90 and the Dragon and the KS. And then next is the armor. Of course, the iconic armor. We can't make this mod without the armor. It's kind of like the whole big thing. So as you see here, we have Operator MK1 and Operator MK2. The helmets are only vanity, kind of, so they don't actually change any stats whatsoever. So if I put them on, you'll see that's MK1 and this is MK2. So one just has a bigger visor. And then we also have Commander back, because we can't forget about that one. It was quite fun. This is what it looks like, still the old textures. If you look at the side, you'll see there's actually like the horns kind of now, just like in the game. And of course tactical armor, the basic kind of iron level armor. Actually, it might even be diamond level, I'm not sure. But yeah, you might see that Blade Dancer is in here. That's because I haven't gotten to adding that one yet, since it's a lot more complicated than these ones. But yeah, I'll showcase how the armor works in a bit. I'll just move on to these and then we can go into more depth in these ones. Next is the consumables. Basically the same as the old one, except there's bandages and medkits now. So let's just take ourselves some of these, and also the inhalers, just to take a nice look at them, and also be actually showing what they do specifically later. Why is there thunderstorm? Okay, so there's the green inhaler, the purple inhaler, orange and blue inhaler, just like in the original mod. And there's also trauma pads like in the original mod. But the two new things are the bandages, which are kind of like trauma pads but without the regen, and it's only like instant health, and it takes a lot longer to use. And then the medkit, which basically heals your entire health bar, but it takes very long to use. I think it's 5 seconds. As you can see, it's taking a while. And there you go. So you kind of saw it takes a while, so it's not really practical mid-combat, but if you killed your enemies, then yeah, sure, it can be useful. Let's delete those. Next is the utilities. These were not in the original mod. First, let's just quickly go over the revive kit, since I've added the downed effect, which I'll explain more into detail, but let's just say when you die, you become downed, just like in the game, instead of, well, you know, just dying. So the revive kit is when someone is down or an entity is down and you hit them with it, it'll remove their down effect and they'll be back to being, like, quote-unquote alive. The next one is the smoke grenade, which I'm going to copy because I don't want to lose them, and so are these. So the smoke grenade, I mean, it's kind of in the name. You throw it and it makes a bunch of smoke that you can't really see through. Now this is kind of only for PvP, since mobs can see through particles, and I wasn't exactly sure how to make it not do that, so kind of just like that, and I'll stay like that until either I find out how to do it or I give up. Next is the impact grenade, which is probably going to blow up the floor, but I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, it broke the floor. But you can see, makes a explosion. It's just for explosive damage. It's not that like crazy or anything. It's pretty basic. And then finally the incendiary, which I guess other than the smoke is my favorite, since the impact grenade isn't that useful. It makes a giant thing of fire. That is going to burn the wood. Okay. Yeah, so it just makes a giant square of fire, and you can like get your enemies trapped in it and like, you know, they take extra damage. And also, ammo box. This one was, I don't think, in the original mod. I don't remember it being in the original mod, so yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. So you can place it down just like a block, and it's like, what's the use of this? Well, as you might have seen earlier when I like pulled out one of these weapons, at the bottom a number appears, so that's your magazine ammo and your reserve ammo. So now I just reload my weapon, 30 in the magazine, 86 in reserve, and you're like, I want to get my ammo back. So you pull up to the ammo box, you right click it, and boom, I have my reserve ammo back. Yay! So that's kind of the point, I guess. It's so you don't ever run out of ammo, because that would be kind of dumb. And you just infinitely don't have ammo, and then it's sad, and then you just have to use melee weapons. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh bad, distraction. Next is the, wait, yeah, I did that. Next is miscellaneous. There's only two things really. It's the blue keycard and the red keycard. They only have one use, and it's on the panels. They just emit a redstone signal out of the block when you right click. So for an example, it could be over here. Let's say checkpoint blast door. I click this, and then it sends a redstone signal to the iron door, tells it to open it for like a couple ticks, or actually a couple seconds, and then at one point it'll close. Since this is only like, it's not toggle, it gives a redstone tick for, I think, 5 ticks, maybe 10 ticks, so around half a second. And then same thing over here, you can just open them, and that's it. I don't know why this one is still open, but who cares? My redstone is probably just buns. No, I deleted the keycards. That's so sad. I should put them back. Yay! Alright, so let's go more in depth in the armor, I guess. And then the effects, and then maybe the weapons a little. And then I think the inhalers, and then that's it. So let's check out the armors. So just like in the original mod, if you put the full set on, it binds to you. So there you go. And curse of binding, curse of vanishing on all the pieces as soon as you put it on. Well, I mean, I'm in creative, so it's not really like gonna do much. Hold up, I just need to do this since I kind of just summoned 2 by accident. There you go. Alright. Another thing you'll notice is when I put it on, why are there... Oh, okay. Drones. A drone appears, and basically it's kind of like in the original game, where if you have the commander set, then it summons a drone that follows you around and kind of just reveals your location. For now, other than revealing your location, it doesn't do much. I will make it so it shoots missiles at like enemies, but for now it's kind of just following you, and that's it. But that's not the only thing Commander does, because or else that'd be kind of boring. And yeah, so let's look at the first functionality. If I were to, is this okay? Yeah, if I go into survival, you'll see the accelerator was supercharged, and now it's kind of like hold up. Yeah, it has like some more red on it, and kind of like particles coming out of it. That's because the Commander Armor buffs the Photon Excel, kind of. Let me just give myself an ammo box to refill the thing. Alright, so now it'll shoot 3 explosive projectiles. I'm kind of scared I'm going to blow up my bunker remake, so I'm going to go down a little and fall. Alright. I forgot I was in survival! I guess you kind of saw some sneak peek of what happens when you die in the country kit. Let's go back a little. Just fall back down. And there you go. Alright, so now, if you shoot it, it has a faster wind up, and it shoots 3 explosive projectiles that actually do quite a lot of damage if you hit properly. Though, unlike the game, these can actually murder you, and if you shoot them too close to yourself, I'm pretty sure they even one-tap you, so you have to be careful. And then if you click B, you can see you kind of like change the mode. And the second mode is triple plasma shot. The plasma shot is also on the normal XL, it's just it's only 1 shot. So, if I shoot this, you'll see it creates 3 plasma pools that actually inflict damage to you and give you irradiation, which makes it so healing items like the trauma pad, med kit, and bandages don't heal as much while the effect is active. No, my drone is gone. What is next? Oh, true. If I go back into survival and then I damage myself, let's say like 10 damage, arrow, and then once I reach half health, you can see you go invisible for a couple seconds, so your name tag disappears. You create a huge smoke that like no one can see through. You get suit cooldown, and well, it kind of disappeared, but for around 10 seconds you get resistance 2, which allows you to survive a lot more hits, but you can't like try and use that too much. Also, suit cooldown, as you saw, is what hold up. Suit cooldown is so you can't spam like the half health thing. So once I'm out of like suit cooldown, then voila, I get that. But if I damage myself again, well, it doesn't really do it unless I run out of suit cooldown. And I think that's about it for Commander. Yeah, it's kind of like the whole interesting thing about it, I guess. So let's go. Actually, I can just stay here and look at Operator. So if I get full Operator armor and I equip it, get the Operator active effect, which is kind of dumb that I made it an effect, but it doesn't matter because it works. And if it works, then actually, I don't know what I'm getting to, so I'm going to shut up. Operator armor is different because this one actually lets you double jump, so just like in the original one, there's no cooldown, so you can kind of just spam it. So the sound kind of gets annoying, but whatever. If you're spamming, it's your fault. So it's very useful for like building up. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, so it's very useful for pillaring up. And Operator armor also gives the same protection as Commander armor, so it's not like crazy, because when you get to half health, unlike you saw with Commander, it doesn't actually do that thing. Why am I calling it that thing? Okay, whatever. You don't get half health resistance, so it's kind of sad, but it's not in Blackout, so I'm not adding it to this one. But another thing that makes it interesting, because, well, or else you'd be like, well, Commander's so much better. There's no drone following it, and if you get the photon alternator, here it is, it actually supercharges it, and now when you shoot the projectiles, you'll see they're blue. Those projectiles give an effect called photonic stun. And photonic stun, what it does is you get it for around, I think, 2 seconds, and if you don't sprint jump while having the effect active quickly, then, and your effect runs out, then it'll apply slowness, I think slowness 3 or 4 for about 5 seconds. So it basically kind of stuns you as you kind of, well, as it's called, photonic stun, just like in the game. So yeah, you have to be careful if you're fighting an operator with a photon alternator. I think that's, oh, that did not work. There you go. Wait, that is it for the armors, I think. I mean, tactical armor doesn't do anything special, so I'm not really gonna explain that one. So let's look at consumables. Ah, the inhalers. I'll have to look through those. And for these ones, they didn't have anything particular I didn't explain. So let's go through the inhalers. Purple inhaler, when you use it, these all have 3.5 second use time. If you use the purple inhaler, you get 60 seconds of something called jet drive, which buffs your movement speed and also makes it so you have higher attack speed per level. So as you can see, my sword is swinging way faster than it should be. I think it does 0.25 more attack speed per. So this is 1.85 attack speed per second. So it actually makes you pretty dang good. If you run out of jet drive, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it slows you down immensely. I don't want to wait here for 20 seconds, but I can't really not do that, so I'm gonna have to let it run out the long way. So I guess we'll just wait. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go, slowness 4 for around 5 seconds. And now you just can't really move much. Unless you're sprint jumping, I guess. Next, I think the blue inhaler is slightly less complicated, so I'll do that one next. If you use it, you get something called Deadeye. Makes it so you have, so bullets shoot faster, as you can see, which means that you have more range. It also makes it so, wait, I actually don't even, oh no, you reload a lot faster, which is very useful, and your use time, like the little cooldown when you use the gun, goes down way quicker. So this can be really useful. And when you run out, I'm not gonna let it run out this time like I did with purple because it's kind of boring, but if you let it run out, it gives you hunger for a couple seconds, so you kind of run out, so you kind of run low on food or hunger bars, I guess. Next, I think I'll just do green next. Green inhaler, when you use it, it gives you instant health for a bit, and it gives you something called endurance, which, let's say I go into survival and I summon a zombie. I want to summon a zombie, and I just start taking damage. At half health, you get regen 5, and you just, for like 5 seconds, and you just regen like your entire health bar. And you can start beating up the zombie again. Zombies are freaking easy to beat. I don't know how I can't beat them usually. I'm beating him with my fist. Oh, he's down. Hey, I killed it. Let's go. I'm so good at this game. Now I'm going to heal myself so I don't have this stupid overlay over my screen that I should probably make better, because it's kind of annoying. But whatever. Alright, finally, the orange combat inhaler. Probably the most complicated to some extent. The old one was so buns because it just gave you a totem, and if you still had the totem in your inventory after like 60 seconds, you'd like die, and it was dumb because it was not made well. But this one is a lot better because there's down effects. So if you pop it or use it, I guess, you get sudden death for 50 seconds. And basically, if you let it run out, you die, and it's GG's. But if I, say, summon a zombie again, and then I let the zombie murder me, so you'll see you get regen 4 for 5 seconds, and you get jet drive for 30 seconds, I think, which is actually really useful because it kind of just lets you not die, and that's nice. So yeah, now die, zombie. Oh my gosh, I'm cooking him up. Oh, I'm actually gonna die. No, I'm down. Nah. Well, I guess I can show off what down does now. When you're down, well, when you die, you go back up to 2 hearts, and you get the down effect for 30 seconds, which kind of puts this like really buns overlay around your screen. You can't jump, you're immensely slowed down, and that's about it. And then when it runs out, you die by magic. Woo! And that effect. Okay, why am I locked out right now? When you have Contra Armor with the down effect, so when you die with Contra Armor, as you saw earlier, you kind of just blow up, just like in Blackout. Let's go blow ourselves up. Oh, and also the kill command does not bypass downed right now. So if an operator kills you, or I mean, if someone with like admin or whatever does /kill and tries to kill you, well, you won't die. But as you can see, as an operator or commander, you kind of just blow up. And I just blew up my thing. Whoopsie. Nah. I think we're getting it. We're almost there. We're close to finishing. I was in survival. What the heck? Wait, that's all the armors. That's all the weapons, mostly, technically. And then that's it. I mean, let's look at the effects, I guess. I think I explained all of them. Ooh, electrified. When you get electrified, it basically slows you down a little bit, and you cannot jump. Unless, I guess, you're trying to fly in creative. But the point is you cannot jump. And the only way to obtain this is if you're hit by, I think, a Great Axe on heavy mode. So, say, where is it? Great Axe, you click B, does heavy attack, and you swing someone. You swing, and then you get electrified for a bit. And then finally, wait, is there any other effects? I don't think so. Oh, and the P90 Leviathan's Call also gives electrified. And then Photonic Stun. That's the one I was talking about earlier. As you can see, if I let it run out, I think Effect Clear will work. That did not work. Photonic Stun for, say, 5 seconds. And then when you run out, if you don't sprint jump, you'll see bam, slowness 5 actually. So you don't want to get destroyed by that supercharged photon alternator. And now let's go defeat a commander, because I have to get my photon blades, because I don't got no photon blades, and I want one. So let's. I need an ammo box. Hold up. Where is ammo box? Please, ammo box. I need this. All right, here we go. And then you can reload both weapons. There you go. And now let's go beat a commander, operator, guy, thingy, mabobble, doodle doo. Let's go. Oh, I need a red key card. Red key card. Don't mind if I do. There you go. And I'm also probably gonna need to put it in my hand, since or else it won't work. And let's make our way to contrabands. This is gonna be insane. Alright. Well, well, well. Oh, let's just say there was a commander there, and it just came out, right? Alright. By the way, this is not accurate to if you're fighting a player, because this thing has way more health. Oh gosh. No, he slowed me down. Please. Wait, Loki heavy attack? BAM! KSDB. Another KSDB. RSH. That didn't work. Wait, no, please. How did he not? Okay, whatever. Minecraft AI is kind of dumb. Wait, he's dead! Please, 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 please. Hey, I killed the commander. Time to go get my loot. Ooh, what is it? The photon blade. Hey, let's go. So, the final item to explain is the photon blade. As you can see, big old sword, friggin' cool. Right now it gives you like speed 1 when you equip it, and also slows down things when you hit with it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. Like, I know it's kind of part of the game, but like, is it really that good? Because it kind of makes it OP, I think. But I guess I'll have to do play testing with someone at some point. But for now, it'll be like that. And that's the photon blade. Also, it does freaking 10 attack damage. That is very powerful. Not powerful enough to kill a commander soldier, apparently, though. I'm pretty sure... Wait. Can I kill it faster with a great axe somehow? Like, I'm spam critting it here. Okay, that was kind of slow. If I summon it again, and I use the great axe, alright, that's, wait, no way, okay, wait, no, maybe not, alright, I think great axe might even be slower, actually. Alright, I'm not doing this, bro. I don't have the intentions. Oh, 1 KS shot to the head. Let's go. Alright. I think that's about it. I mean, we can go check. Oh, I didn't show the RPG-18. I'll just show that quickly. And I'll show the special merchant after. And then we're finally done. This is going to be a long video. I think we're at like 30 minutes. Holy. I guess it is the first devlog. I have to like explain all the things I added. But if we shoot it, bam, has 1 bullet, and I had fighting mode on, so it didn't even work. I can't turn it off. Wait, really? Can I not? Wait, no, I can. Okay. Now, if I shoot it, bam! Holy explosion. How much? Wait, I just want to check how much money I have. That's a lot of money. Holy crap. All right, that's the RPG-18. Big, usually one-shots, I think. And then finally, as you might have seen in the, in the sneak peek for this, I actually showed the special merchant. It's basically just a blade dancer kind of, but with no visor. And it sells whatever weapon. At some point it should sell more, but this is only for the fighting game mode I'm building with this. Cause yeah. But you can just buy stuff, so it's that when I get like an AK-47, well, there you go, I have an AK-47. But that did use up part of my money. I wanted a great axe, let's say like a friggin' trauma pad, voila. And also, if ever the special merchant doesn't work and like, well, first of all, you can't buy more than 3 trauma pads if you have 3 trauma pads in your inventory. You can just do this though. No, you can't. Okay, well, if ever this right here happens, you don't have 3 trauma pads in your inventory, but it's not letting you buy it, just run the nice little command called item amount reset, and then you can, you know, start buying again. And what the heck did I just do? What? Okay, well, I don't know how to fix it without the command, so I kind of had to just do that. And that's it. That's it for the devlog. So I hope you made it this far. I'm pretty sure my average user retention is like 1.5 minutes. So if you made it this far, W. I hoped this was interesting, and make sure to subscribe. Let's go. Peace.